Welcome to the Hudson Area Booster Day Parade. My name is Mary Claire Olson. I'm president of the Hudson Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and it's my pleasure to be with you during the parade. And with us today we have a special guest, Meg Heaton from the Hudson Star-Observer. She's been a reporter there for the past 8 years. And welcome, Meg.
Thank you, Mary Claire. This will be fun.
Another great day for a parade in downtown Hudson.
Absolutely. The crowd is beginning to gather. It has been since, well, I'd say at least 45 minutes ago.
Well, I drove through town about 11 o'clock and I saw chairs already placed, covered, saved my spot, it said.
Things are a little different this year. You're going to look like it's coming from the other direction. The parade has usually started from the north end of town, up around River Street, and have proceeded down 2nd Street to Cooley Road. But this year in reverse. We'll be starting down at Cooley Road and venturing north. It'll be a little easier for the for people to stage the parade at that end and get off it at the other end.
Was that the purpose of switching the parade route?
I think so. There was, despite the fact that there are no other marching bands in the parade except the Hudson High School Marching Band, and there is no truth to the rumor that the band will go through once and then run back to the beginning of the parade and go through again.
It's a one time for that Hudson
Right,
band?
it's one time for the Hudson Band, but there will be some community singing, I believe, along the route to make up for the music that won't be here. But it is a little easier for people to get off of the parade there. The Cooley Street Hill and the entrance to Hudson it can get congested, and so it's a little bit easier, I think, for them to do it this way. But
Great.
It doesn't matter to the crowd, no matter which way they're coming from.
That's right. As we see the first group coming down the street is the VFW Post 2115, American Legion Post 50. And the crowd can see them proceeding down 2nd Street.
We can, however, because we are at the corner of 2nd and Walnut, directly in front of the chamber office.
Yes, we are.
So the anticipation is building. I can feel the electricity in the crowd.
I hope they hurry. And my neighbor Don Gilbertson is one of the gentlemen in this
well, we can always count
float
on the VFW and the American Legion for our dose of patriotism in Hudson.
Yes. It looks like the sun is going to peek out a little bit more. Those rain clouds are flying over, and it should be a great afternoon.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. It really we've had some blistering hot ones and some downpours in years past. I'm not exactly sure how many parades this is, but how many years the boosters have been staging this annual celebration in Hudson. But I think we're real fortunate to have it here. In the 8 years that we've lived in Hudson, we've been here every year. Of course, I don't miss much fried chicken if I can help it. And it's a long celebration, 4 days long this year, which really provides entertainment for the entire family all the way down, all the way through the weekend, with the culmination, of course, of the fireworks on Sunday night, not tonight, not the 4th of July, always the last day of the weekend, Sunday night.
Well, and I think throughout the parade we'll bring up a few highlights of what else is yet to come for the Booster Day celebration, yet this afternoon and tomorrow, as you said, commencing with the fireworks.
The color guard is advancing to the main street in Hudson, right at the corner of 2nd and Walnut, the pulse of the community, the heartbeat.
Yes, it is.
And we all rise for the passing of the flag. Put your hand over your heart, Mary Claire. That's what you do.
I do.
Yeah.
Meg, I think you're giving me
No.
a bad time. Okay. And there is also the Hudson's new canine dog. And thank you to the VFW for participating today.
And the American Legion.
And the American Legion.
Aren't they a snappy bunch?
And there's my neighbor, Don Gilbertson.
Still look good in a uniform, those guys, every one of them.
You gotta love a man in a uniform.
Okay, here's the Grand Marshal of the Booster Day Parade, Kent Wolf of the Village Inn of North Hudson. Come out from behind the bar today to do the honors as the Grand Marshal. Kent is also a longtime booster and will be busy tomorrow night lighting the fireworks. He sponsors a portion of the show and has been involved with the beautiful production over the St. Croix River since 1964.
And here is Doug Rose, the
Booster
Booster
Day.
President. He has put a lot of hours into this whole event all weekend, has done a great job for the boosters.
And of course his lovely wife, who is a silent, unsung hero, as we all are.
Yes, that is true. Wow, special treats for the workers here. Thank you very much.
And approaching now is the mayor of Hudson, Jack Brohl, and his lovely wife, throwing candy.
Throwing candy. The mayor is throwing candy.
He's giving back instead of spending our money. Yay, Jack. Whoa, don't nail the cameraman, Jack.
I thought it's the mayor and his wife
Yes?
of Hudson.
Yeah. Approaching now is the president of the village of North Hudson, Len Meissen.
Mr. Len Meissen.
Hey. Look at that car. I'm sorry, Len, you're okay, but that car is hot. We ought to have the information on the cars, Mary Claire.
Yes, we
Some of these
should.
cars are amazing.
Well,
Is
I would
a
love that
Barracuda?
car.
That is a beauty.
What's that doing with a Minnesota license plate, so Len?
Lucky Len in the black Barracuda. Here
Coming
comes
up.
the guys who are there in an emergency when we call the St. Croix EMS.
And following right behind them, you can hear them. It's the Hudson Fire Department.
The Hudson Fire Department and EMS are located just up the street from us here on Walnut and 3rd Street, and handle all the emergencies in the Hudson area, from car accidents to grass fires to just whatever.
There seems to be a minor break stop in the parade at this time.
I think the dog is performing.
Oh, the canine dog.
Yeah, I think that dog is doing tricks.
We really are excited to have that canine dog in the Hudson community.
Hey, that's the fun of doing a parade like this. You get to see people you know up and down.
Well, and you see the new rules that they have about not throwing candy, but passing it along as they go. We appreciate people abiding by that.
Approaching right now is Chief Dick Trendy of the Hudson Police Department on his bike with his helmet in his shorts. Doesn't he look snappy?
Now, we do have bike police
patrols in
don't we?
Hudson, yep.
I'm looking forward to our horse patrol that
Well,
we
the
could
bike
get
doesn't
down
leave
here.
anything behind. That's the
That
beauty
is
of it.
true.
You know?
That is true. It makes for very clean.
No little bike pucks at
Yes.
the end of the trail.
Yes. Well, now the parade is continuing down up 2nd Street.
Yep, I think the dog is done.
The dog is
The
done.
dog is done. Where are we? Oh. And here
Okay,
comes-
another EMS vehicle coming by. Appreciate all their hard work and dedication.
We're
and
not that small of a town. We are a multi-ambulance town.
Yes, we are. We appreciate their hard work and hours that they give to the community.
Absolutely. Here's a wonderful old Hudson Fire Department vehicle.
Wonder what year that is. How long ago did we have those?
I think it was 1984.
We are pleased that we have that new fire
Tom
one.
Barthman, Jim Stilley aboard it.
Great.
Tom's also a member of the 911 dispatch team.
Feel of the lucky kids that get to ride in the back of
You
that
bet.
bear.
Hi, Emily.
Here we have the updated fire department.
The before and the after.
Yes.
Boy, they're noisy.
Yes, they are, but that's a good thing because you can hear them
You
from
can
a
hear.
long ways.
We have a volunteer fire department in Hudson, led by Chief Dean Rossing and Captain Dan Reglan. And Mr. DeBruzzi's riding shotgun.
Okay. Very good. These mics.
Craig Smith, in his state-of-the-art heavy. Whoa.
That is a big ladder.
And clean. Is that truck clean, Mary Claire? Or
It looks
what?
like they were polishing that up this morning.
Looks like something my mother-in-law would do, you know? The police again. The police. The St. Croix County Sheriff's Department vehicle here. We got lots of law enforcement in the Hudson area. St. Croix County Sheriff's Department, North Hudson Police Department, Hudson Police Department.
That's great.
Constables in the townships.
Wow. Well, the community continues to grow. A request for the siren from the sheriff.
That's
Okay.
the Sheriff Paul Birch and his family.
All right. Very good. Next, we have the Girl Scout Council of St. Croix Valley. Were you ever a Girl Scout, Meg?
Yeah, but I got my badge for cutting and drawing a chicken.
Okay.
I got my farmer badge for that.
Well, we are glad to have that organization. It's a great group for the girls to participate in.
This is Jackie Revard and Mandy Miller. Both of them have achieved the highest honor, similar to the Eagle Scout Award in Girl Scouts.
Wow, that's outstanding.
They should be congratulated
Yes,
for
they
their
should.
hard work.
It's a great program.
Brownies and daisies and just about everything else.
Seems to be a lot of girls that are participating in this program.
See, when I was in Girl Scouts, you didn't have this casual look. You had to wear that green,
Yes, you had to wear the
dumpy-looking dress.
uniform.
I remember that.
Next coming up, we have the Hudson Royalty. And this year we have Queen Stephanie Hansen, First Princess Michelle Nelson, Second Princess Amanda Tollefus, and Miss Congeniality Marie Berman Lafredo. And they are doing a great job in representing Hudson in all the communities that they travel to with the float and so forth.
What a beautiful float. This is really nice.
They've really, all the parents have spent a lot of hours rewiring it, adding the music, adding the steam and so
Very
forth.
nice.
Give those girls a big round of applause. We thank them for all they do.
Now notice, if you will, not all royalty is like, look at the variety of waving styles
I
we
tell
have
ya.
on that float.
Look at that float. They've,
Plus, it's the first music of the parade, please
and
note.
check the smoke that comes out of that float from that
Oh,
steamer.
Isn't that amazing?
That looks great, and the wheel and the float also works.
And those hairdos.
Here we have the Wisconsin Honey Queen.
Adela Larson. Now she has a different style as well. That, to me, would get painful after a while, but
She sits right on the edge of that.
well, and it's kind of a short, choppy little wave, but it's good.
Here we have the antique car from Dan Birch, pastor at Trinity Lutheran Church. Boy, I would love a ride in that
look
car.
at that car. That's a beautiful. It's Lutheran School Week, according to this banner.
That's also a part of Trinity Church.
And here comes their float
This is part of their school.
and heavenly education. See? We don't lack for music in the Hudson Parade.
No, we don't. Oh, and they're even passing out candy.
They're
Little
hip.
stickers.
They're hip. Another cool car from Trinity Lutheran School, parents and teachers, a Firebird.
And this is actually, that's Dan Birch's car also.
Whoa, not a bad gig being the pastor of Trinity Lutheran. You get all those wheels, do they come with the job?
I like that car too.
Very nice.
Coming up next, we have Valley View Design Lawn Care Services.
Well, and look at
And look at the
They
guy
could use-
riding that.
those John Deere hair there. He's got John Deere hair. Could use a little
trim.
little trim.
Perhaps we could send him to the nearest
No,
barber.
but if you drive around Hudson, you can tell we all take great pride in our lawns and our landscaping. And Burnett Realty, bringing
Tom
a lovely,
Nielsen.
lovely Corvette.
Boy, that's a nice car. Riding with him is Wayne Johnson.
Hey.
Boy, that's a nice shiny car.
Yeah, Wayne looks like he fits right in there.
Yes, he does. I'd take that car too.
No, I want the pastor's car.
Do you?
Or that black barracuda Len Meissen was in.
Yes.
That
Boy,
was
the
good.
sun is peeking out again. It's going to be a great afternoon
It
here in
really
Hudson.
is. It really is. Coming up this afternoon at the booth, the beer garden, of course, is opened at noon today and will be open until midnight tonight. The basketball tournament's been going on today, and the food stands, of course. The carnival from 12 noon to 12 midnight. Bingo is from 3 to 10. And the Daytona 500 tournament.
Well, Meg, if you look down the street, you're going to see a number of floats from Dick's Bar and Grill. They have a number of classic cars. Dick's Bar and Grill has been here since 1866. That's hard to imagine. That's a long time. Say, Janet, you missed me.
Joe.
I can't believe it. Meg, have your children pick those up for me. Look at this old car. This is one of Dick's Bar's old antique cars.
Beautiful. That's really nice.
Boy, and they've got it all decorated with the red, white, and blue, and that's a 1930s car.
Oh,
Coming
look at
up
this
next,
one.
we got another. Wow. Is this a Studebaker or no?
What kind of car is that, Bill?
Cadillac.
Cadillac?
Boy.
Bill Radosevich is sitting nearby.
That's a
Knows
50s.
hot cars.
Coming up from the 60s here, it looks like we have a...
Oh, she's even got a 60s haircut. 62 Chevy Impala.
62 Chevy. Boy, that's a nice car. Look at how long that back end is.
Excuse me?
Well, no, the car.
Oh, the car's back
at that
end. Yeah, it
very
is
long.
long. You could lay somebody out in that car. Oh, look at here comes the llama.
If the judges slip them $100 real
Lucky
quick.
Dog Llama.
Lucky
Also,
Dog.
Lucky Dog beer is one of the favorites at Dick's Bar.
Look at that llama. I wonder if that sticks around in Dick's Bar patio. What do we have? The last car here,
One of my favorites, a Camaro going by.
a Camaro. We
Black
even have
Camaro.
Santa Claus in the
Vinyl
parade
roof.
today. We got Santa Claus getting ready for the Christmas season. It's a nice
White
70s
Cadillac,
car.
yeah.
Is that a
From the
Cadillac?
70s. I never had a car like that in the 70s.
Okay.
I had a little Volkswagen. Very nice. Whoa.
Boy, that's a great car.
That's a kid with attitude.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Bunnies and Packers.
This looks like a little bit newer car that we'd see a little bit more on the roads. We got some music coming down the road. What do we have there? What do you see coming down the road, Meg?
That's a big Mack truck with its radio turned way up.
And who said we weren't going to have music today?
Not a problem.
Not a problem here
You
in
don't need to
Hudson.
march. I believe this is scheduled.
I think this is a new
North
addition today.
transfer of River Falls.
All right. That is a big truck.
Is hauling the finale to the Dick's Bar float.
These are Dick's kids. It's hard to believe Dick's Bar has been here since 1866.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that at all.
That's a long time.
Long time. Be serving the same burger. Here comes the New Richmond representatives, the New Richmond Fun Fest. And on board their float is their royalty. Another waving style, kind of that horizontal.
all go-
Give her, look at, they're in unison even.
And they all go the same way. They got to practice that a lot. Miss New
So
Richmond,
they're-
Tammy Fox. We appreciate all the visiting royalty that come to Hudson for the parade.
Absolutely. Just gotta. First the Girl Scouts, we get now the Boy Scouts, Troop 148 of Hudson. Well, it had to happen. The Macarena. Dick's Bar,
Boy Scouts.
kids.
Boy Scouts is good. My brother went through Boy Scouts and was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, well, here comes an Oh, look at this. This Boy Scout comes with his own load.
A true Boy Scout with a little up-and-coming Boy Scout on his back.
A Scoutette.
I think that little Scout is kind of out for the count right now.
Great walking stick, though.
Yes.
It
Boy,
had to
that
happen,
sun
Mary
is just
Claire. The
warming up
Macarena
here.
is being done at the opposite end. Dick's Bar.
The what?
The Macarena. It
Oh,
had
the
to happen.
Macarena.
We couldn't get out of the parade without the Macarena. The Hudson Area United Way is represented in today's float.
Boy, and they really contribute a lot to the community in the area.
We're very fortunate.
It looks like a nice Gilbert Motors truck there.
Driven by the lovely and talented Bev Pankow. Hey, Bev!
And she has done a lot for the community.
And here goes Bob Zintara. We're going to lose
Mr.
Bob.
Z. We wish you well in New Richmond, Mr.
Yep.
Z. A pencil. Thank you very much.
Who's
Thank
taking
you.
over for you at the United Way, Bob? Don't know.
We appreciate all Bob's work with United Way.
Yep, he's president of the United Way, but Bob left. The last day at the Star Observer was Thursday. He's going to go up and assume editorial position at the New Richmond News.
Here we have the Hudson Lions Club. They
Another-
also do a lot in the community on a
Look at
variety
those
of different
gold
projects.
Lions. Yep, the Lions can always be counted on for an excellent pancake breakfast.
This is the 1996-97 Hudson royalty. Melissa and Andrea. Appreciate their participation today. They still got that wave down.
I was going to say, but you know, an ex-queen kind of, look at the scaled-down vehicle she's in there. Must be a
Yes.
tough adjustment.
We'll have to
Go from
see what we can
from
do
a
next
huge
year.
steam float down to a little
With real smoke coming
to a
out. And
Volkswagen, you know.
Meg, I was kind of wondering what car you and I were going to drive in today.
Well,
Next year.
there was that cattle truck parked out at the truck stop.
Up and coming, we have the Woodville Lions Club.
Whoa!
Boy, this is a big float. And
The
that
Svetlana Demai Festival Princess.
Okay.
Becky Naroki is aboard this. As well as Jenny Mahoney,
And
who
is
was
that-
First Princess and Miss Congeniality.
Is that
Along
Leaf
with
or
their-
what is the gentleman there?
A Viking is a Viking is a Viking, I think. It's a big festival every year. A lot of fun.
And that's held in Woodville?
Yes. This is Miss Spring Valley.
Okay. We appreciate them coming to this the Hudson area.
Spring Valley is a wonderful place to visit, just up the freeway, just headed east.
I know there's a number of people that work in Hudson that live in that area.
Crystal Cave has long been a tourism draw in the area. Beautiful O'Galley recreational area is nearby.
And they all have the wave down and they go in unison.
And black gloves too, kind of
Wow.
a exotic look.
Here's a 3M Club
Clown Club.
Clowns. What would be a
Whoa.
parade without clowns? It wouldn't be a parade.
And especially 3M clowns. We
That's
all
right.
talk about the clowns from 3M. Don't we always
Yes.
talk about the clowns from 3M?
I always love the clowns with the really big shoes. Those are always kind of my favorite.
I like it when they dress like it. Most of the time they just appear in those three-piece suits. You know?
I don't even think they go to casual
They're not
day.
throwing out tape or
Oh.
Post-it notes or anything.
And I'm a little
Just
running
for
low
fun.
on that.
They do
Oh,
a
but-
wonderful job, always at things like this.
Oh, we have a juggler in the 3M Crown Club.
Oh, look at this guy. His little pal.
Next, we have the Waldorf Farms. Boy, look at that old truck vehicle.
Beautiful. We are lousy with good vehicles today, huh?
Boy, we really have them all. All decorated,
fun.
looking good.
A lot of fun.
Wow, up and coming here is the City of Columbia Heights float. Wow,
Whoa,
that's
from
a big
across the
float.
river. That is, yeah. Oh, and they have little junior royalty type people too.
Oh, that's great.
Very pretty float.
Very pretty float. They're
Enthusiastic wavers.
doing a great job. We must comment that all of these floats travel all over, spend a lot of time. We really appreciate that. Boy, they have a lot of decorations on that float.
They must have like Princess Royalty elbow or something.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
By the end of oh, here comes one of our favorites. The Pilot House. Now the Pilot House serves Coffee.
That's down the street, isn't it?
Yep,
Or-
he makes a move. Usually can be seen somewhere on 2nd Street
Okay.
during the summer months.
It's a nice diesel tractor there.
And he built the pilot house all by himself.
Oh, Meg, please introduce our next group.
I can't tell. Wait, it could be, yes, it is indeed a marching band. Jeff Renault.
What would be a
leading
parade without a marching band?
And if we only have to have one marching band, it should and always will be the Hudson High School Marching Band.
And we are pleased that they're here today.
Beautiful costumes, do a wonderful job. The pride of the Hudson School District, among many other things the district does right and well.
Yes.
The Hudson Marching Band.
I was never in a marching band. I was in choirs. Were you in a band?
No.
Theater was your deal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Meg?
I took cheap shots from the sidelines. I couldn't get into the flag corps.
No, that takes a lot of coordination.
Those little tight
Up.
outfits they wear.
Here we go. They're going to take a little break here, and well, they
bet.
do it as they move.
They're being led by director Chris Tang. Oh, doesn't he look snappy in white tails?
Yes, he does.
The band does a wonderful job. They
do.
participate all over. They'll be in Rochester, as far south as Rochester, Minnesota this summer.
Great.
And they have been to Washington, D.C.
Wow, and I think we're going to hear them right here.
The music program is wonderful. Orchestra played at Carnegie Hall. Okay, any minute now. Right? We're going to get a full-fledged song.
I'm open. It's going to be right in front of us
Okay.
here.
They're preparing.
Here
Let
we
her
go.
go. Okay. Not to be missed are all the parents who work so hard to make sure the band gets where they need to go and has the finances. The band backers in Hudson are a very active parent group. Not to mention the fact that all these moms running around squirting water in their mouths.
Well, what would a parade be without a marching band?
Yeah. Well, a marching band.
A marching band. Sorry, I guess we just have one today. That's great. Thank you very much. They did a great job.
But it's not for lack of trying. The boosters work very hard to get other bands to come to town,
Yes, they did.
but it's difficult because of the timing of the parade, the 4th of July weekend. A lot of kids are gone, and
Right.
it's difficult for these kids to travel all summer long to different bands.
Yeah.
But they are working on a plan for next year,
Great.
and hopefully there'll be more.
Great.
Oh my God, it's the evil Darth Vader.
What do we have coming up here? We have Mr. Movies
Mr. Movies had
from Hudson and River Falls and riding in Gilbert Motors. Look at that. Look at that vehicle.
the
That's-
ultimate in plastic surgery, Darth Vader.
Oh man, that's a scary looking guy there, huh?
Pretty spooky
You
looking.
gotta love Mr. Movies.
Always Mr. Movies.
Oh, that's right.
When you're over 40 and it's Saturday night, Mr. Movies is the ticket.
There you
The
go.
Heartland Days float.
From Hammond. Boy, that's a pretty float that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And they are all in unison on their way, but doing a beautiful job.
Full of lovely young ladies.
What do they have? They have 4 in their royalty.
Right. Britta Larson is Miss Hammond.
And following this, all the royalty are invited to the Queen's Tea up at the Phipps Center. Oh, and what would a parade be without the Zor Road Runners? I would love to ride in one of those little cars.
I've always enjoyed these grown men, like way even more than grown men, riding around in go-karts.
That's right.
These guys do a wonderful job for the
Yes,
community.
they do.
So many generous things.
Yes, they do.
So if they want to tool around in little cars and funny hats, what the heck?
That's right. For all that
Go,
they give to
boys.
the community, here they go.
Yep.
How many hours do you think they practice doing this?
I imagine as many as they can, as they can con somebody into believing they need.
That's right. Whoa. I'm getting dizzy just watching them.
These are precise and diligently calculated routines, Mary
Yes,
Claire.
they
This looks easy, but that's what it's all about, making it look easy.
It looks like a figure 8, or I can't quite figure out what it is.
And whoa. One time in their lives, they can squeal their tires without getting yelled at.
That's right. I think they're.
Whoa!
He must be the leader of
He's
the
the
crowd.
leader.
Number 1.
Shriners.
Two,
Very nice.
three. They're all in order. They do a great job. A lot for the community. How fast do you think those little cars are going?
I don't know.
They look like they're going pretty fast.
My problem would be I could get down there and drive it. I just have a little trouble getting back up and getting off.
But think of the fun that we could have.
Yeah, that's true. We could have fun.
We really appreciate their participation today. And here comes the...
St. Croix Valley Shrine Club.
That's great.
These guys just never give up either.
No, they just keep going up and down.
One of our well-known local Shriners is Hank Paulson, Director of Public Works for the City of Hudson.
Has he been involved with them for a long time?
Long time.
Great.
And you know, Hank's the kind of guy you can walk up to and ask a question of, and he'll talk to you for an hour or two.
That's great. What do we have up coming next? The Badlands Recreation.
Oh!
Snowboarding, lots of fun things to do in that area.
New stuff all the time. The Kinney family.
I think those cars do not want to move forward.
Oh, there's Hank right there. Hi, Hank. See, he is our
There-
most famous Shriner. Look at his hat.
Yes, he is. Wow, that
Lots
has a
of
lot
sequins, a lot of, you know.
lot of decorations on that hat. Here's the Badlands.
Badlands, tubing.
Snow tubing, Hudson.
Snowboarding, big new thing coming.
That's great. I don't think I've
The
ever
Kinneys
done that
know how to
snow
have fun
tubing.
and turn a profit.
That's right. Here we have the, some more from the Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are they
It's a
throwing
two-vehicle
here?
operation.
Oh,
They're throwing
Oh,
snowballs from
they're
last
throwing
winter. That's what they
snowballs.
do.
boy, let's hope that snow is quite a ways down the road for us here. We're not quite ready for it yet. Here we have the Roberts royalty, the Queen and Miss Congeniality. Appreciate them coming up here from Roberts.
Stacy Nelson. And the junior miss is Brianna Brethel.
Boy, we have the Woodbury royalty family, and they travel on the Woodbury fire
Now, there
truck.
you go. They got water with them
Wow,
all the
and they're
time.
doing
and
bubbles. That's great.
You know, you just don't see that on a fire truck a
Boy,
lot.
that sure is a nice fire truck. We appreciate them coming over from Woodbury, Minnesota. Boy, I love blowing bubbles.
Absolutely.
They have colorful bubbles. They're different colors. Next, we have the St. Paul Winter Carnival, and we really appreciate them coming over here. They do a big St. Paul Winter Carnival Festival that takes place the end of January for about 9 to 10 days. And the first car is the senior royalty. The King and then the Queen of the Northlands. That is another beautiful car that they're riding in.
Nice.
Oh, and we always know what follows with the Winter Carnival royalty, don't we?
Prepare your faces, ladies. Do they do that anymore?
Yes, they do. It's those Vulcans.
It's those Vulcans.
We try to keep them away, but they just keep coming back. Let's give a big wave to the St. Paul Winter Carnival Senior Royalty.
Einer Nordstrom and Bert Wolf. Bert is the queen. Well,
Yes,
Einer,
you are
Bert.
right. You are
Here
right.
comes a Vulcan.
You are right. That is, what kind of car is that, Meg?
What?
Oh, don't even think about it.
People back here don't want to find that, you see?
Don't even think about it.
The men,
All
you
right.
ever listen to guys with things over their ears?
Way to go, Meg. Now there's some more senior royalty,
There
the
we go.
Prime
Here, we'll
Minister
give
and the
you
lady in
Okay, I'm
waiting.
done now. I'm leaving Mary Claire.
Let's go, girl.
No, you're not.
I knew you going.
No, you're not leaving. Thank you.
Take care.
Oh, that's
We
great.
gotta get
What would,
somebody like them in Hudson.
what would be a parade without the Vulcans?
You know,
We
couldn't
got
we
all
get,
this
couldn't we
black
get the
on my
Lions
arm
to do
now.
something provocative like that?
Yeah.
Or, you know, maybe the, you know.
Meg, it looks lovely on you.
Well, of course.
Absolutely. Completes
Hey,
your outfit
Kate,
for
you
the
got
day.
one, huh?
That's a great St. Paul Fire Department truck that they're driving too.
Wonderful.
Oh!
Boom!
Looks like there's a water thing going on here.
Yeah. Silly string or something?
Oh, it's water, silly string. Oh dear. Boy, you have to, we
miss
better watch
Klondike
out for
cake?
that.
Are they coming?
Oh, they
yet?
haven't come yet.
Okay. I like that Klondike Kate thing, and
Oh, they're great.
women like me that could participate in things like that.
Well, Meg, it's right across the river. You could go on over there.
Uh-huh.
So the Vulcans have gotten Meg in their group, and I managed to avoid it. The Winter Carnival royalty. Looks like we have the East Wind Princess, the South Wind Princess, the South Wind Prince.
The South Wind Prince, huh?
Okay.
Wind. That's
Wind.
what you get from
Wind.
St. Paul. Wind.
Wind. That's right. Boy, and that's a nice car they're into. We appreciate them coming over here.
Corvette.
And we have the North Wind Prince, Mr. Steve Schmidt. North Wind Princess, how's it going, Steve? I
Mary
used to
Claire,
work with
of
Steve
course,
Schmidt when I
all-
worked in St. Paul Chamber of Commerce. He works for NSP. He's a great volunteer and gives a lot of time to the community. And following that, if you're going to have the East, you got to have the West Wind Prince and the West Wind Princess.
He likes his bell.
Yes, he does.
Like his bell, and here is King Boreas.
King Boreas, Prime Minister Ann Ryan, Boreas Dan. Welcome to Hudson.
I think we might be lucky to have Mary Claire. She seems to know all the royalty.
We are pleased to have them over here. Dan Olson and his wife does an incredible job over there in St. Paul.
Here come that cake.
Klondike cakes.
See, women of substance. That's what this is
Absolutely,
about.
they do a great job.
Any fake and phony.
No, I went to their contest a couple years ago. It was absolutely great.
They let you in?
Yes, I was attending. I wasn't participating.
Ellsworth royalty. Our community to the neighbors.
Oh, that's a nice float.
Mm-hmm. And look at those silver shoes. Whoa.
Wow.
Jessica
Pretty colors
Riley,
in the red,
Jackie
white, and blue.
Books, Rachel Funk is the queen, Miss Ellsworth.
Boy, that's pretty.
The pause that refreshes here.
That carnival at the Booster Days down in Lakefront Park is going on all afternoon. And
into the evening. It was
Carnival
really pretty
goes-
last night.
Were you down there?
Yeah, well, we went down for the lighted boat parade, and it was a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of fun. It was nice to see that come back.
And that was a new event, wasn't
New
it?
event. They used to have it years ago, and the folks from the Hudson Marina sponsored it, and it was really lovely. It was
Great.
a very, very nice addition that evening. And with the music in the park, and then the bingo numbers going off, you just couldn't
right.
help be bitten by the festive little bug.
Here you have
Hudson
the...
Hockey Association.
Boy, that's a growing area in Hudson, isn't it?
Men in pucks. And women.
That's right.
Is Amanda there?
That's great.
This year, Hudson High School is the first school in the state to participate in high school women's hockey. And one of the training grounds for it is, of course, the Hudson Hockey Association, which provides a wonderful program for hundreds of kids in Hudson,
Well, that's great.
backed up by a dedicated group of parents.
Boy, they sure can skate on those a lot better than I could even stand on them.
And of course, everybody has to be good at something. Hockey is not fun.
Hockey is not mine either.
Skating in front of us is Amanda Spainauer. She'll be playing hockey for Hudson High School soon.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Boy, she's
Number
really
one.
moving that puck up the street.
Yep. And my babysitter.
She plays hockey also?
Yes. Well, that's her.
She's all right.
When we can drag her away from practice or a game.
For your darling children, Katie and Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Vulcan got both of them, doesn't it?
Yep. What happened? Something flipped. Oh, a John Deere catastrophe. It can't be happening.
All right. So we're going to have a small change in the lineup here. Up and coming, we have the Somerset Pea Soup Days float.
Pea soup days.
I heard it's really good over there.
You know, you can always count on Somerset for an eclectic mix of activities. and
Well, it looks like
entertainment.
we have the younger royalty for this
Yep.
float. They don't look like they're more than elementary school age, but that's great. It's their junior
Whoa.
royalty.
But boy, they are prepared.
Yes, they are. Pea Soup Days are June 12th through the 14th in beautiful Somerset, Wisconsin.
Beautiful float.
Looks like we have some bikers representing Art Doyle, Spokes and Pedals.
And
There are a lot of bikers in this community, I have realized since I've moved here.
You bet.
It's a great area. And
Great biking trails around this area.
yes,
And there goes the lovely and charming Art Doyle.
there's Art Doyle, the
Look at
owner
that.
of Art Doyle Spokes and Pedals, leading the crowd there.
Looks great in bike shorts.
In the
doesn't it?
van,
Doesn't he
the
look
van
great?
driven by his lovely wife, Carol.
The lovely Carol Doyle, formerly of the Hudson Area Chamber. Knowing Carol, she'll stop the van, get out, and have something to say.
Yeah, yes. But I think she's been told to continue on.
Continue moving, but she did slow down.
Yes, she did. Great decorating job on that van there.
It's decorated like that all the time.
Yeah,
It's a Clear Lake Civic and Commerce Association float.
That's great. Appreciate them coming over here today. It's a pretty blue and white float. Up and coming, we have a very large boat. Large boat. I don't know if they're planning to drop it in the river when they're done here or what.
Yeah, there was a whole variety of boats in last night's lighted parade. I hope that next year, if you missed it this year, to catch it next year, 'cause I think it'll be even bigger next year.
That's great. Well, it's nice to see people on the river. Must be a very large boat. A little bit larger than.
From the Port of Hudson.
Okay.
WRYC.
Boy, that's a nice boat.
Which one? Oh, is that it? Bill Radosevich once again,
Okay.
giving us information, the Wild River Yacht Club.
Okay. Appreciate that help.
I'd
Oh,
like
and
to
they're
pull that
passing
up to a pump and fill it up.
No,
Wow.
probably eats gas.
I don't think so.
Got some bubbles and a bunch of kids behind there. Looks like it's a bubblegum day today. Okay, and the kids that are following that are the float from
4-H kids. That's our
4-H.
Rolling Hills 4-H club. They had a little breakdown, I think.
in their float, so they are walking behind the big boat. We appreciate them continuing to participate in today's parade.
They travel all over the county doing some.
We have
Nice
the turning point here. World peace begins at home.
Turning Point provides counseling and shelter for people who are victims of domestic abuse, provides counseling and education. Big source of activity for them is education to children in the community about domestic violence and violence in general.
Is that right here in Hudson here?
That's located in River Falls, but it
Okay.
serves the Hudson area
Okay.
as well.
Great.
They do excellent work.
Boy, this is an interesting float that we have coming up here.
Whoa!
This looks like the Osceola community float.
Look at that.
And boy, are those eagles up there? Or?
Eagles, eaglets.
Wow, that's a pretty float. Appreciate them coming over from Osceola today.
Man, oh man.
They have their royalty on that there.
Very pretty float.
It is pretty.
And
Very nature depicted there.
yeah, they look pretty real.
And right behind them, that's a great little car.
It is. That guy's got a great job.
Yes, he does. I'd love to be able to drive that up and down the parade. And that's for the We're Building Your Neighborhood. Must be the
With Osceola.
preceding the big float that's coming up down the street. And that's all a part of the trying to
Badness Heights, is it? Windsor
building
Heights.
your neighborhood.
St.
Windsor
Croix.
Heights. Okay. Westlake Builders. Well, there certainly is a lot of building going on in the community
Stage 9 and O'Neill Road.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
as we look at the 700
Whoa!
to 1,000 homes that are going to be built in the Hudson community in the next 2 to 3 years. So this,
Absolutely.
there's Mary. Appreciate them being in the parade today.
Ooh!
Oh, what is this?
Freedom! Of
That
course,
looks like,
brings the biggest freedom fighters all the universe.
Looks like Batman and Robin.
Boy Wonder.
Boy, I haven't seen that movie yet. Have you seen that new
No.
one? No, I haven't. Boy, I think I'd be too frightened. That's a great
Those ears. I like those ears.
I do too.
Yeah.
From the Freedom gas stations here in town. Looks like you can register to win a Polaris 300 ATV.
All right.
So,
Oh, here comes the big dig.
what do we have here? Zappa Brothers.
You can always count on our main earth movers.
That is a big bucket on the front of that.
You need a hole, you know where to go.
That's right. They've been in the community for a long time.
Absolutely, do a lot of good work.
That's great.
Coming up this evening, of course, is the Minnesota Orchestra concert, free,
7:30 and
7:30 in the
band
shell.
we have
And Representative Alice Clausing on 2 wheels.
Senator Alice Clausing, okay, on her bike, followed by a very nice old vehicle again. It's not election year this year, so we don't have quite as many.
Really, Alice
You know?
will have to do. I think her and possibly Sheila Harstorff.
Yes, I think that's the schedule.
Isn't that a shame? There's some more political stuff. Here
Yeah.
comes Century 21.
Another one of the realty companies in town that stays very busy with all that's happening in terms of growth in our area.
You're
We must be just too far away to hit that candy stuff. I think they just don't want to come up to our table.
No, well, you know, there's all this expensive equipment around Mary Claire.
Yes, I know it. I know
And we
it.
look kind of picky. I think that when you told them all you'd take was Dove bars, they kind of
That's
backed
right.
off.
Boy, here we have our neighbors, the North Hudson Pepperfest. That's coming up in August. Another great event in the Hudson area, August 15th.
And food, food, really good food.
I haven't gone yet. I didn't make it last
you
year,
haven't
so
had a pepper sandwich?
no, I got to make it over
Oh,
there.
man.
So they do a great
Absolutely.
job and travel
Great
all
community
around.
festival, lots of fun. Lots
That's
of good
August
folks.
15th, 16th, and 17th.
Where are they going?
So, oh dear, we're gonna have a little
they gonna
entertainment
dance?
here.
They're
This is
unloading.
great. Well, this is great that
President,
royalty actually
no,
get
they
off
moved.
the
They do
float.
one wave.
Okay. Let's have a dance crew here.
Following behind them are the Pepperfest candidates for this year.
Looks like there's how many candidates are there, Meg? It looks like there's a number of them.
Usually anywhere between, 15 to 20 candidates.
Great. And they choose
Girls
4?
in this town love to participate.
All right. Ah,
The queen of 1997's Pepperfest was Karen Sorensen. King is Dan Barber.
oh, that's great. Nice to see him get off the float
There they
a little
go.
bit. Are those all high school age?
Yep, you have to be a junior to participate. Look at that,
Okay.
not a flabby thigh in the butt.
I don't think
Boy,
that's
do I love this job.
I don't think it's a requirement though, Meg.
No, but I had noticed that happen.
Well, I know. All right. Boy, that's a great float. Looks got a couple peppers on there.
Yep, do a great job.
It looks like most of the royalty have shed their shoes and
Kiss those pantyhose goodbye.
yeah. Boy, that's great.
Well, see, if I'd known it was going to be that kind of fun, I might have been in a pad.
I don't think you're too old, Meg.
Yeah, what happened to like Mrs. Hudson or mature Miss Hudson?
I think
or,
we should start a Mrs. Hudson. But I still could
Not
compete.
Mrs. Ms.
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 Hudson. I know. If it was Mrs., I could
Or
compete.
mature Ms.
There we
Hudson.
go. Well, we wish all the candidates good luck and look forward to see who they pick that weekend of August 15th. That's great.
Is that our friend?
Here we have the
Audio video planners.
audio-video planners. All right.
And their fleet
And
of
their
big,
fleet.
gray
Wow.
trucks. I didn't know they had so many of them.
They provide a variety of different services.
They must.
Home entertainment,
A truck of
communications, security.
Whoa,
Yeah.
and business must be good.
Yes, it is. They can
Don't you
set
think
you
it
up with
looks good?
anything that you need there.
Absolutely.
That's great.
the gray that gets around here. Whoa.
That's right. You see them all lined up there down by their...
Yeah.
They've just done a lot of remodeling over in their business area, too.
We need a bigger garage for one thing.
I know.
Look at all that big stuff on
We
there.
need more candy over here. I'm not getting any. I don't understand it. Boy, that's great. They can set up anything in your home, Meg. You need a new sound system?
Oh,
Boy, you'd be right there.
yeah, home entertainment. That's what I need. Tonight at the beer garden, providing the music tonight after the orchestra, there will be the dance. Second Generation is going to play at tonight's Booster Days dance.
So there's dancing down there,
Yep,
too?
70s, 80s, and today's rock and roll.
Wow.
Today's rock and roll.
Okay.
That's a joke. Today's rock and roll is yesterday's rock and roll.
Yes, it is. We have Accent Landscapes here, serving the St. Croix Valley area. Boy, they have some beautiful plants that I would love in my garden. And that great bird feeders.
Maybe you just have them drop them off at your house, Mary
I know
Claire.
it. Just swing by there. I could use a couple new of those
Yeah, that
bushes.
Spirea looks kind of healthy there.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'll take that evergreen thing. What is that?
I don't know if we have businesses like Accent Landscapes, and a lot of other companies in the area to thank for
Yes.
some beautiful gardens all over town. Beautiful year for it with the rain and stuff.
Yes, it
First
is.
National Bank.
Kelly Dunn is driving that float. They do a lot in the community. Hi, Kelly. Appreciate all their work and participation.
And the eagle is being adjusted here, the First National
Okay.
Eagle.
Gotta have an eagle.
Ooh, we just lost the Rolls Royce.
Wow, that was a beautiful vehicle. Wondering if that's part of the First National.
You have to take our word for it. It was here.
It was beautiful. Up and
was
coming is the
gorgeous.
River Falls royalty. Coming to us from over River Falls, about what, 15 minutes from Hudson?
Not any longer.
They're looking nice in their float and their red dresses. They actually have water running down their float. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
real
great.
water. Yeah.
Yes. So that's
Heather
nice.
Anding is Miss River Falls.
Again, it's nice. It's like I say, each of the parades that hosting town hosts a Queen's Tea for all the royalty, so they get a chance to know each other throughout the year. Thank them for their participation in each other's parades and so forth. The Hudson royalty is sponsored by the Hudson Booster Club, the Hudson JCs, and the Hudson Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. River Falls Day is coming up, July 17th through the 20th. And they also have their 1997 candidates with them. So why is it that the candidates walk and the royalty get to ride in the float? Must be part of their training.
Yep. Yep.
That's great. I guess that's
put
the
our-
way it works.
Another healthy-looking bunch of candidates. Feeling my age.
Here we have Sheila Harsdorf.
There's Sheila,
From the
busy
assem-
mother,
from
and
the
even
assembly.
busier state assemblyman.
Yes.
Sheila. No, doesn't want to wave.
No.
Enough waving in one parade.
Sheila does a lot for the Hudson community.
Mr. T's.
We have the local establishments here in town.
Down the street.
From
from
Laura
us.
Gray.
Look at on these rollerblades. This banner is going to just blow them right away.
It is. Do children rollerblade?
Do my children rollerblade?
I don't either.
No,
I can't
no,
put those
that
on.
would require my being around with large buckets of Band-Aids. So we try to leave as few visible scars as we can.
What do we have coming here, Meg?
Mr. T's
Okay.
bar.
Boy, that's
welcoming
another
you to
nice
come
Monte
from near
Carlo.
or far. Yeah, boy, look at that blue
Nice
car.
Monte
Beautiful.
Carlo. That's great. Laura Gray riding in that,
Yep.
owner of Mr. T's. Adopt a
And-
Greyhound.
Oh, I want
Greyhound
one. Look
Meadows
at these dogs.
from Hudson. Boy,
Katie,
look
Corey.
at these beautiful Greyhound
That's what we should
dogs.
We need a dog.
I love the one with the cap. I think Katie and Corey would love a dog, Meg.
Yep. They actually make excellent pets.
Do they?
They adjust, to living it with a family real well. They're really good with kids, from what I understand.
Do they still run really fast?
No, you just put wine in their water and it slows them right down.
It slows them right down. Okay.
No, but I guess they housebreak real easy. They're actually kennel broken, so
Right.
nice. But they're beautiful brindle colors. And,
Wow,
but a
they are
wonderful
pretty.
mellow dog.
They are
Wonderful
pretty.
dog. If you would be mellow too, if you didn't have to run after a stupid plastic rabbit for once in your life.
Yes, I
Run
would.
again? I don't think so.
Not me.
The only
not
problem
today.
with them is you have to carry them in and out because they really don't like to get up and walk anymore.
Yeah, I like
No.
the bandanas around them.
Yep, aren't they cool?
St. Croix
Very-
County Farm Bureau.
What's in
There.
that truck? What do you think is in there? Ice cream?
They're passing
Are they
out
gonna,
milk.
Are they going to pop out that door and just
No,
hand
they're
us
passing out milk.
milk? Okay.
Your
That's
children-
reasonable.
That's great. Chocolate
Chocolate
milk. at
milk,
that.
grab that,
Chocolate
kids.
milkshake.
Oh, what a
Oh,
guy.
great. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that from the St. Croix
Oh, a
County
chocolate
Farm Bureau.
milkshake.
Boy,
Look
doesn't
at
get much
this.
better than that.
Miss Durand, Emily Baldini, and her princesses bought a beautiful
Boy,
float from
that's pretty. And they decorated the
from
whole
Durand.
car, too.
Gorgeous.
Wow. A lot of pink on there.
We have that old car. I wish I would have thought of that. We could have just
That's what
covered
you
it,
could be
perhaps.
doing.
The Humane Society of Pierce, St. Croix County. Wonderful organization.
Boy, that looks
Always
like a
have
beautiful.
pets for adoption.
Oh, it looks like a beautiful dog in back there. The big German Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Wow.
But
And
they
another
have-
dog on the other side that we can't see. Appreciate all their work in River Falls. Boy,
Whoa!
this is a big vehicle.
Jerry's Towing.
Wow, since
River Falls,
1962. These are, boy, if I ever need to be towed, this is, I think, who you call, but I don't think you deal with my small
They're
car.
a parade unto themselves.
Yes, they are. Boy, it's fun to see these big trucks. Look at how sparkly and clean they are. It's not a spot on them.
They look brand new.
They do.
Beautiful.
Boy, that's great.
Boy, you gotta wonder. You're sitting here commenting on how gorgeous that tow truck is. That's
I
the
know,
beauty
but
of
it
a
is.
parade like that. You take time to look at things you might otherwise have just let go by.
Otherwise, it would have just driven right by us, Meg,
Well,
and we wouldn't
and when
have
I've had to
commented
call
on
a
it.
tow truck, the last thing I'd say is, gee, you've got a beautiful truck.
See, but now it's a person
Now
you
it's-
look at. It's how shiny
How
and clean
aesthetically
it is.
pleasing they
That's
are.
right.
Yes, and
That's
this
right.
tasteful teal
That's
green
right.
with accents
And
of
they've been
mauve
around
and
almost
rose.
35 years, Meg.
Really? They don't look
1962.
that old.
Well, no, they don't.
Mobile truck and trailer repair. I mean, my God, they do everything but deliver babies. Here comes another Shorties.
Wow. 24-hour service.
They're from Minneapolis. When
Boy.
these trucks are all out, then you call.
That's right. That's another
Shorties.
shiny vehicle. Boy.
Boy, oh boy, towing. There's another career opportunity, perhaps.
Eh.
Towing looks like a good business.
If you ever want to quit the paper, Meg, please don't. I didn't see your article this week. Where was it?
Well, I'm kind of on a summer hiatus.
Oh, well, we look
Figure
forward
people-
to your article returning.
I think people get. I give Kevin a break.
well,
Stop taking cheap shots at him.
you can always write about your favorite chamber president or something.
When you do something of noteworthiness, Mary Claire, you are always in the paper. Let's see, you've been in the paper what now?
Not enough, I might add. Not enough.
Yeah, certainly not.
Okay, another Shorty's vehicle. That is a big GMC truck.
Please, Mary Claire, it is the recovery and transport vehicle.
Oh, recovery and transport. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That would be like if your car is in like really bad trouble.
Really bad trouble, you just gotta drive up.
They put it right up on there.
Take me away.
Take me away. That's right.
Holy buggers, here comes another one. Well,
Boy. Air cushion recovery, transport and recovery. Wow.
look at that thing on the back there. That is
What do
a
we have
big
here, Meg?
thing.
What is this?
Ellsworth Funsters, another one, a clown organization.
Oh, you gotta love the clowns.
From the serious business of towing and reclaiming dead vehicles, we go to the Ellsworth Funsters.
Oh, that's great. You can never have too many clowns in a
No,
parade.
makeup that matters. That's
St. Croix Scuba and Snorkeling right here in Hudson.
Whoa! My God, look at her.
That's great.
She's Truly amazing.
She looks mermaid.
Yeah.
All right.
Lots of buoyancy.
That's great.
You bet.
Okay, now we have the stylists. Boy, what a great little car too. The stylists right on 2nd Street here in Hudson. Hair cutting salon for men, women, and children.
In a mess, out of beauty. That's what I say.
There you go.
Wonderful.
I'm over here. Great, we have
Tires Plus.
the racing team. Part of the racing team. It's be sponsored by Tires Plus.
Hair mousse.
It looks like that car has had a few rough days.
Well, it's right behind the tow truck, so I guess we're in good shape.
That's right. It looks like somebody's going to, clowns are making it. Oh dear.
Oh. I want their makeup to run.
Boy, it's good to see people having a good time out here today.
Rolling Wheels Entertainment Center from Menominee.
Okay.
Home of the Jumping Roadrunners. Jamming.
Jamming Road
Road
Runners.
Runners.
Okay.
Gotta be a rollerblading. Wait a minute, these are not rollerblades. These are like old. These kids are wearing roller skates like I know roller skates.
Like the ones I used to wear.
Yeah, the four wheels as opposed.
Right. And
Oh
actually,
look! Oh
they're
my
jumping
God.
over. Wow. Whoa.
I'm impressed.
I am too. That is something I would never, do not try at home.
Followed, of course, by St. Croix Chiropractic.
Oh, that's
Dr.
perfect.
Mark Peterson following.
Oh, that's great. Following
Yep,
those kids on
just
that.
in case. We want to be prepared.
That's right. That's
Just in
great.
case.
That's perfect. Following that.
There they
door.
go again.
Following
No.
that.
That's trust. They're
Again,
so young and so trusting.
Again, don't try that at home. Oh, we have all these. What do we have coming up here? Books and Company. An All-American Girl Club. Okay.
Do you know about All American Girls? Do you know about the American Girl books?
No, but
It's a series of books geared about
Okay.
little girls from all different times in the country. Wonderfully written. They have dolls. Of course, they're accompanied by a large case of catalog of merchandising, but they are
Okay.
fun. They're books and literature, and there's a class in summer school. This is from Precious Moments, the lovely Casey. And they're from,
presented by Lindy's Hallmark at Plaza 94.
they have a club too.
Okay.
Everybody's got a club.
Oh, Minneapolis Aquatennial. That's another great festival
Yep.
that happens in the Twin Cities. Appreciate them coming over here. They do a good job. What do we have here, Meg?
You got me.
I think this is an addition.
Oh, you know what this is? This is Odyssey of the Mind.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. Odyssey of the Mind teams from Hudson have been doing a wonderful job, both in state and national competition.
Oh,
For the
great.
last several years. Very proud of those kids.
Congressman Ron Kine came down to Hudson for the parade. We welcome him to the Hudson community. Thank him for representing our community.
Freshman representative.
And we have the Prescott float from Prescott, Wisconsin. Miss Prescott, the first princess and second princess, and Miss Congeniality. It's another pretty float. It looks like it's like a
Another steamboat. The river motif.
Yes.
St. Croix Valley.
Boy, that's great. Again, we do appreciate all the communities that travel around in all these parades. It's got to be fun for the girls, too, to see the different communities and towns and what we do.
I don't know. It's one of those experiences I've had to live without.
Well, Meg, there's still time if we do
Yeah.
a Ms. Hudson.
Well,
The
in case
Hudson.
we haven't provided enough hot air for you today,
Yeah.
there is, of course, the hot air fair float.
There we go.
We're coming up, I believe, on the
February 6th, 7th, 8th.
10th? Is it going to be the 10th?
6, 7, 8, 1998. Hudson Hot Air Fair will take place here
February.
in Hudson.
Yes, it will snow again, folks. It will
Yes,
get
it will.
cold.
But don't rush it. Boy, you can feel the heat from that. Have you been up on one of those hot air
Yeah.
balloons?
It's one of the perks of my job.
Oh,
I get a ride.
I've never been up on
And
one.
what's more, what I love about hot air balloon flying is doesn't matter what you weigh, up you go. First time I went on one, I kept thinking they were going to ask me what I weighed, you know.
But they didn't.
And I would be afraid because if I lied, like I do on my driver's license, and then the balloon didn't go off, they would be looking at me saying, okay, why don't you tell us the truth? But fortunately, they don't.
Coming down the street, we have the Clear Lake Fire Fest. Looks like another group that
mini
doesn't
fire.
take fires too
Seriously.
seriously, but if I have a
Unlike
fire,
ours.
I hope they don't come to ours. I
Unlike
hope the
our
Hudson
stalwart
Fire
department. Yep.
Department comes to my house.
Another bad hair day, Mary Claire,
Wow.
for these guys.
They are having a bad hair day. But it looks like they're having a great time.
Some interesting specimens out of Clear Lake.
Yes, they're presenting National Little Texas, August 2nd there in Clear Lake. And boy, they are spraying the entire crowd with their hose of water there.
Oh, it's
Doing a
fun
little
if you-
turnaround to catch a few of the kids that they missed. And certainly they'll miss the fine
I hope
TV announcers. They are really getting everybody.
They certainly
They don't
are.
care who they get, do they? Up and coming down, now we have the big school, yellow school
Right,
bus,
school bus.
that are getting a little break this summer while the kids are out of school.
Still keep busy with tours and hauling people places.
Yes. That's the Rider Bus Company.
Really colorful looking up and down 2nd Street today. Most fun if you look over the Dibbo Hotel. The windows are filled with spectators.
Okay.
The Dibbo, still one of the best deals in town
Yes.
and the best source of gossip.
Tri-County.
Not gossip, excuse me, I didn't mean to say gossip.
Information. Information, Meg.
The circle or the coffee, whatever those guys call themselves. Yep.
Tri-County Disposal out of Roberts in River Falls. And how would the parade end other than with the street sweeper?
And I still think you should not have turned them down. You should have ridden on the street
Street
sweeper,
sweeper.
Mary Claire.
I can't believe nobody asked us to ride on a
Well,
float this year.
you know, you're so darn picky about what you ride.
We better pick up that candy before
Okay, the
Super ends.
Booster Days concludes tomorrow night with the fireworks right around 9:30 or dusk. Great place to see them is from Lakefront Park. And there's also music tomorrow night, the Originals.
That's right.
Formerly the White Sidewalls will be performing. You don't want to miss that. And then if you don't get enough music on Booster Days, you don't want to miss the St. Croix Music and Art Festival, sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce.
And more for that's going to be held July 25th, 26th, and 27th. And Meg, I want to thank you for joining me here today.
It was fun.
And look forward to seeing you next year.
All
And
right.
welcome everyone down to the rest of the Booster Day Festival that's happening. Thank you very much.
For the best in community-produced programming, keep it tuned right here to Channel 10, Community Access Television for Hudson, North Hudson.